Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. Let's dive into a verse that feels like a powerful anchor in our often chaotic world. It's from the Old Testament, but trust me, it speaks directly to our lives right now. It's 1 Samuel 12:24, and here's what it says: "Only fear the Lord, and serve him in truth with all your heart, for consider how great things he hath done for you." This is Samuel speaking to the people of Israel, but it feels like he's talking straight to us, doesn't it? It's a heartfelt reminder, a kind of spiritual reset button. Let's break this down into 3 simple, powerful ideas. First, fear the Lord. Now, this isn't about being scared of God in a spooky, hiding under the bed kind of way. This is about awe and reverence. It's about recognizing that God is infinitely greater, wiser, and more powerful than anything we can imagine. It is that feeling you get when you stand at the edge of the Grand Canyon or look up at a sky full of stars, that sense of wonder and humility. It's about keeping God in his rightful place in our hearts and minds, remembering who he is. In a culture that often tries to shrink God down to our size, this verse calls us back to a healthy, awe-filled respect. The second part is to serve him in truth with all your heart. This is where it gets really personal. Serving God in truth means no masks, no pretense, no going through the motions. It's not about putting on a show for others or checking off a religious to-do list. It's about sincerity. God isn't looking for perfect performers. He's looking for authentic followers. It means showing up with your whole self, your strengths, your weaknesses, your joys, and your struggles. Even when your heart is tired or you feel like you're falling short, you bring that to him honestly. It's a call to an all-in genuine relationship, where your actions flow from a real connection with him, not from a sense of duty or obligation. And that leads us to the third and most beautiful part of this verse. The why. Why should we live in awe of him? Why should we serve him with our whole hearts? Samuel gives us the reason. For consider how great things he hath done for you. This is the key. Our motivation isn't guilt, it isn't pressure, it isn't fear of punishment. It's gratitude. He's telling us to pause, to take a deep breath, and to look back. Just think about it for a moment. Think about the great things God has done in your own life. Maybe it was a moment of crisis where he provided a way out when there seemed to be none. Maybe it was a time of deep heartbreak where his comfort was the only thing that got you through. It could be the clarity he gave you when you were confused and lost, or the strength he provided when you felt like you couldn't take another step. And what about those quiet, everyday miracles? The ones you might not have even noticed at the time: a word of encouragement from a friend, a moment of unexpected peace, a provision that showed up right on time. Our lives are filled with these stories, these markers of God's faithfulness. When we intentionally consider them, when we actively remember his goodness, something powerful happens. Gratitude begins to well up in our hearts. It's this gratitude that becomes the fuel for our devotion. It's what makes serving him not a burden, but a joy. It transforms our obedience from a list of rules into a loving response. In a world where loyalty can be so fleeting, where commitments often fade like a poor Wi-Fi signal, this verse calls us to something steadfast and secure. It grounds us. When your faith feels a bit wobbly, or when the pressures of life are just overwhelming you, this is the exercise. Stop and remember. Make a list, either mentally or on paper. Count the ways he has been good to you. Count the battles he has fought for you. Count the times he has carried you. This practice of remembering has a way of silencing our fears and anxieties. It rekindles our courage. It deepens our trust. It reminds us that the God who did all those great things in the past is the same God who is with us right now and will be with us in the future. Remembering his past faithfulness gives us confidence for the road ahead. It shows us that serving him is not just a good idea. It's the most worthwhile and fulfilling journey we could ever be on. It's worth every single step. So today, I encourage you to take Samuel's advice to heart. Live in awe of God. Serve him with genuine sincerity. And let your heart be filled with gratitude as you consider all the great things he has done for you. Thanks so much for watching. If this resonated with you, I'd love it if you'd like the video and subscribe for more content like this. See you next time.